Summerfest, the first concert 21 Pilots has had in over 600 days. They also had a show at Newport, which was basically the exact same thing. I did a little deep dive into everything that happened there, which you can see down in the description box below in case you didn't miss that video. However, a lot did happen, like spoilers for that video, but Blurryface returned. We got Dan and Sally on the Jumbotron. We got Tyler and Josh in these weird outfits. We got a campfire, and we had this weird ritual to where Tyler stuck his hands in the font and basically smeared his hands in black Blurryface paint. And there's just so much lore, so much to analyze here, so much going on, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, as well as many other people. So let's try to piece this thing together. Here are a couple of theories I have with what the concerts are about. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well, and hope it continues to go well. And I do think this is worth saying that all this could be null and void when they actually start the Takeover tour, because who knows if this was two one-off shows like the Summerfest and Newport. What if they aren't what we're going to be seeing on the Takeover tour? What if the Takeover tour is completely something else? And that has been speculated, that we could be getting two set lists for the smaller venues as well as for the stadiums, but we exactly don't know yet. So let's go ahead and approach with caution and see if this ages well. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is how Tyler and Josh came on the stage, and that is dressed like this. Traditionally, when Tyler and Josh have walked on stage in previous eras, we've seen it with something that they have worn before. In the Blurryface era, we saw them come on stage with the stressed out garb. Within the last era of the Trench, we saw them come out in the jumpsuit garb. With this, we haven't seen this yet. Like, it's not anything they've worn in the Saturday music video, because in the Saturdays they're wearing like those water jumpsuit jacket looking things. In the Choker music video, they're just wearing normal clothes, and same thing with the Shy Away video. And the Shy Away kind of looks more Dima uniformy, but there's this, like, we get the ski mask, which is a traditional 21 Pilots thing that goes all the way back to Cell Title, actually, if you think about it, because we get the song Trapdoor. He puts on a mask that will cover his face, but when they start wearing it, it comes in the Vessel era. And it's just super interesting to note that the glasses also, like, this is the point where I see the most people speculating on, and that is the glasses. So, looking on Twitter Machine for some answers, Great Fantava, yes, one of the besties, Ava, says, the glasses look like the Dima map with different sections and the eyes being a central pipe like the buildings, and the edges where the gravestones would be are sparkly gems, and the outfits are international as a part of the propaganda, to which I can definitely see that. And that is something I have seen on people on Twitter, is point that the glasses do look like maps of Dima, which absolutely, yep, can see that also. My own personal theory with these outfits is that this is the traditional outfit of the residents of Dima. So, like, but then again, no, it is not, because you think this is me myth-busting my own theory, because in the Nico and Nair's music video, the children are just wearing the normal streets garb, and then the bishops come on, then you see the people in the church. So just listen to what Ava said, don't listen to me on this one. So Ava Bestie is right when it comes to this one. So let's move on to the next thing. So after they walk on stage, they start the music, and they start off with Good Day, then we get No Chances, then we get a lot of stuff in the order of the live stream experience, till we get to Heathens, then The Outside, which those two should be flip-flopped, and then we get Message Man. So what I think this first half is, and that is up to Message Man. There's a whole thing with Message Man after this. So I'm talking about from Good Day to The Outside. I really think that this portion of the concert right here, these 6 songs, and I say 6 because we are including the mashup as one of More From Holding On To You, I think these 6 songs are the live stream experience just brought to the road. And the reason why No Chances got inserted in is to show you who is really in charge of the show. It's really Dan, it's really Sally, and why Blurryface makes an appearance at the end is to show you who is really in charge here. Not Dan, not Sally, not any bishop that doesn't make an appearance, but Nico. Blurryface. It's Blurryface's show. And we're going to skip past Message Man for now, because that one is where we're going to be spending the most time. So I do want to jump a little bit ahead, and that is to our little campfire, to our acoustic set of our mashups of Formidable Doubts, Tear My Heart, to I Can See Clearly Now, My Girl, and Home. Well, I really think this section to where they all switch to acoustic instruments, including Dr. Blum, who switches to accordion, which is pretty awesome. I really think that this takes place in Trench. Think back to the Levitate music video. Tyler and company are sitting around the campfire before Tyler gets yanked back into Dima. And what do you do around the campfire? You sing campfire songs. You do songs acoustically. You cover your favorite songs. My Girl is a perfect example of a campfire song, and so is I Can See Clearly Now. And of course, Formidable is a great it's actually a great campfire song when they do it acoustically. Like Todd just doing the guitar line on a violin is so fantastic. But I do really think this portion of the concert, which includes House of Gold, We Don't Believe What's on TV, takes place within Trench. So a question I've been asking myself is, why are they covering MCR? Why are they doing My Chemical Romance's I'm Not Okay with Shy Away? I mean, it sounds super awesome, I will give it that, but is there a lore reason behind it? Is there some Dima storyline reason behind it? To be honest, I am not quite sure, unless the bishops are just My Chemical Romance and Dima happens to be in the Black Parade, and My Chemical Romance and 21 Pilots work together. They will join the Black Parade and defeat Dima together. Of course, I don't believe that whatsoever, but it's something dumb to come with on the top of my head. I really just think they put it in because it sounds cool, which admittedly it does. And of course, I do actually believe that the latter half of this concert, from Saturday all the way to Trees, isn't lore. They're just having a good time then, which is why they do the Halo theme, which is why they do the cover of Lowrider. They're just having a good time at this point. No need to put lore throughout the entire duration of your concert, but it's quite possible that there is a reason for why they do certain things in this back half, but honestly, I think at this point they're just having a really, really good time. And now let's jump to the most confusing part, which is Message Man, which is the little ritual they do. So why Message Man? Why this whole ritual? Why is Tyler smearing himself with this black goo? So there is a lot of speculation, as you can imagine. I've seen some people call this the possible origin story of Blurryface. I've seen some people call this the return of Blurryface, and a lot of people have called this the return of Blurryface, and I personally believe so myself. And there's just a lot of theories and speculation on this, and something to keep in mind is what exactly the Blurryface paint represents, because Blurryface is representation of Tyler's insecurities. You know, the stuff that he makes with his hands as well as his throat. You can grab my throat and lift me in the air. You could tie me down and then break both of my hands. And if you think about the year Tyler has had, like, it's been a year. Like, think from lockdown to now. Tyler has had a year, and it all hasn't been positive. Like, there was some negativity in there too, and most likely it's stuff we won't forgive Tyler for. So it's quite possible that Tyler is feeling really insecure about what he has been making and treading lightly. It is quite possible, but that is just complete speculation on my part. And of course, that is a more real life sense, saying, hey, I'm feeling insecure about everything. But in a storyline sense though, what exactly does this mean? So yesterday in my trench is being redecorated theory, I said that Nico is coming back, possibly the leader of the Banditos, to defeat Dima, and Tyler shaking hands with his dark parts of the thoughts to defeat Dima, to which I don't think that at all, actually. Yesterday my brain just completely went off the rails, and I was just dreaming out loud, and yeah, it was fun. However, I don't think Blurryface is the leader of the Banditos. I don't think that Tyler shaking hands with the dark pots to defeat Demo. And like, a lot of people do think that Blurryface is coming back to destroy Dima. There's the whole mentality of, if you can't beat them, join them and destroy them from the inside. There are people that think that. Jasmine on Twitter, who is the lovely person who's been uploading who uploaded the Newport audio to YouTube, as well as the Summerfest concert footage. Go absolutely subscribe to her and follow her on Twitter. Says, what if Blurryface isn't coming back by himself, but rather Tyler is forcing him by putting on the paint on stage? Maybe Tyler tries to gain control over Blurryface this way, because that way he might be a way for him to escape, which is super interesting, because there is that whole element of you get smeared to get control over. Think back to the Jumpsuit music video when Nico meets Tyler in Trench. Nico rubs his hands on Tyler's neck, and his neck turns black, and his hands turn black also, and Tyler is just under this trance, and he only gets broke out of it when everyone is throwing the yellow petals. I cannot talk tonight, so everyone throws the yellow petals, and Tyler breaks out of this trance. And it's cool in the music video, you can actually see his neck and his hands get lighter, and so it makes sense that Tyler would smear himself, so that way he gets control of his insecurities, and like, he has that control and he can use it when he wants to. And like, of course, there's other theories. However, I have a couple. Theory number one, this blonde Tyler is actually supposed to be Clancy, because Clancy, after all, is kind of the message man, because Clancy wrote the journals and was sending them to us. So it's quite possible, if we're going off of the redecorate theory yesterday, that Clancy could be getting redecorated into a bishop, which is why Clancy is dead. Clancy is no longer, because Clancy has become one of them. Just an idea there, and I think it is pretty interesting. Theory number two, Tyler is submitting to Dima. Think back to Choker. He signs on the line to change his circumstance, and maybe to end all of this, maybe to end Dima, Tyler gives himself up to the bishop, so him smearing himself on stage is a live surrender, a live submission to Dima. Theory number three, Tyler is feeling insecure in the storyline, because after all, he knows it's over. He was born a choker, and when you feel like you're a choker, which is why I feel personally most of the time, you'll feel that what you do isn't good enough, and you feel insecure about every little thing you do, all the stuff you say and all the stuff you make with your hands. Maybe it feels so insecure about it, which is why the reason we don't get Choker live, why we don't get Never Take It live, why we don't get Bounce Man live. And to me, it's actually super weird that we don't get Choker live, because it is one of the singles. It played a major part in the live stream experience. You would think that Choker would be in the show in some capacity, but it's not, and there has to be some sort of reason for it. And I literally just thought of that now. I don't have any theories about it. If you have any theories about why Choker isn't a part of it, please let me know down in the comment section below. And the answer is, it's not garbage. That's not the answer. I love Choker so much, but then again, music is subjective. So Maybe, I don't know. Just I thought right now, and it's also weird that they don't do Never Take Alive, because again, it was such a crucial part of the live stream experience, because that's how it ended. That's how we know that we got everything in the live stream was part of Tyler's imagination, because Tyler puts the guitar down at Trash's or Vulture's feet, which of course Trash Dragon represents Tyler's imagination, which is why we started in the Good Idea set, we ended in the Good Idea set, everything in between was in Tyler's imagination, kind of like a flashback sort of thing. What if this whole entire concert is just flashbacks? It's Tyler having flashbacks, so he's having flashbacks to the live stream experience, everything that was in there. He's having flashbacks to when he first became Blurryface, flashbacks to the trench, flashbacks like when he was in trench for a little bit before he got taken back in with the fire, and flashbacks to just having a really great time at the concerts and performing live again. And that's why we do end with Trees, and that's why we do the live from the outside. That's why we do Ride, and Saturday we get the Josh Drum Islands. And just thought of it now, maybe it's a thing, maybe it's not, I don't know. I really don't know. Well, anyway guys, that's all I got right now. Literally my mind's going like 3 different places right now. I'm keep going on that maybe it's all in Tyler's head thing, maybe they're all flashbacks. I'm also still super happy that Jenna is pregnant with her and Tyler's second child, which makes me super happy. And I also have homework to do. Ooh, communication homework. That is really fun. No, it's not. But anyway guys, that's all I got. If you have any theories about the Summerfest concert as well as the Newport show, you can do one of 2 things. 1, you can leave them down in the comment section below, and or number 2, you can actually email it over to gooddaytop21@gmail.com. Once again, that is gooddaytop21@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. And anyway guys, I'm gonna go do that homework, edit this video, and I'm going to go to bed because it is after 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh boy. Well anyway guys, I'll see you later. Goodbye and good night, but more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later. Congratulations to Tyler and Jenna.